Welcome to Best Life Ever, the podcast with your hosts, time and energy coaches, Kimi and Pua. Here at Best Life Ever, we are on a mission to expand the way people think, work, and live in today's modern world. And today we are sharing with you our BLE Holiday Survival Kit. Dun, dun, dun.
I was just going to do that. We share a brain. Now Kimmy and I don't even have to speak to each other. We just like answer each other's questions.
Full telepathy.
Full telepathy. It's trippy because it's real. It happens. But back to the episode. Yes, we're super pumped. This is our tried and true BLE Holiday Survival Kit. And this is 4 tools for you to use this year to reduce your holiday stress and just create a more magical, joyful, abundant holiday season. And, we're going to share these 4 tools with you, and each one has a challenge to go with it. And we just want to encourage you guys to release any feelings or judgments about what the holiday season, and I have little quotes going with my fingers right now, what the holiday season means to you. Because in this modern age, it has become something that's full of busyness and obligation and sometimes a little bit of stress. But also it's really full of joy and family and, a time to create memories. So it's really important to us to help you to shift.
Love that. Yes. Well, let's dive right in. And as Pua mentioned, we're sharing with you our 4 favorite tools here. And the first one is exactly about bringing that magic back into the holiday season. Our first tool is magic. So that holiday magic, it's that feeling that we have when we think about the holidays before all of that obligation that Pua had just talked about kind of hits us in life, right? Remember when we used to think about the holidays perhaps and as a kid, and we'd be like, oh my gosh, Christmas is coming, anything is possible, Santa, magic, elves, all the things. And I have to say, I really feel like a lot of my the holiday magic was brought back by watching the movie Elf. And now that's like a tradition that we do every single year. And that movie so much to me captures the magic of this time of year if you allow yourself to be open for it, right? It's like in that movie, and if you haven't seen it, oh my God, please, that is like your first homework assignment is go see, like rent Elf. Because I feel like in that movie, Buddy really represents that childhood-like feel of the holiday season, and versus and then everybody else is kind of like modern day society. So bring a little of that magic back in from your childhood back to present day, and open yourself up to really the expansiveness that's available to you.
Totally. I feel like in that movie, whenever I watch it, it embodies the things that I wish that we could just get away with all the time. And then I'm like, why can't I do that? Why can't I just tell everybody that I love them at the top of my lungs all the time and like get in an elevator and just press all the buttons? Just kidding. I would never, ever do that. But, it's like that there's something that it pulls out of you when you watch that movie and you're just like, I wish I was Buddy and I was a ginormous human-sized elf, misplaced, and could use that as a reason to act the way that I want to and to just spread joy and love. And so, yeah, like this holiday season, we definitely challenge you to go out there and just be free, be yourself, and just like spread love and joy, like be Santa.
Let out your inner Buddy.
That's our hashtag.
Yes, sing and dance and all the things. What is it? Christmas cheer. The best way to bring just Christmas cheer is to sing loud so all can hear. Okay. So one of our favorite things for, to really help you to connect to the magic of this season. And this is something that we recommend doing all the time. And that is our joy list process. However, so a joy list is basically you think about all the things that bring you joy, you write them down, especially things that maybe brought you joy as a kid that you don't do anymore. And you can do this process specifically for the holiday season. So we do this with our family every year. It's our holiday joy list. And that is such a powerful thing to do with a family because it also helps you to recognize what people don't care about in your family. And that is so important because a lot of times we get caught up in that thing of, well, we just do this every Christmas, or we just do this every holiday season. And sometimes there are things that you can let go of because you think they're meaningful to everybody else, but actually they're not. They're just a pain that you're still doing because whatever. And then you get to really also recognize what is important to the people in your family or to your friends. And you can prioritize those things over maybe some of the other stuff. And, so make a holiday joy list. What are all the fun things that you would like to experience this season?
Love it. I love that. And it's such a cool, as Kimmy said, it's such a cool thing to do year round. So if you guys ever have a weekend with your family and you aren't sure what to do, just sit down together and write a joy list. But yeah, such a cool way to go into the season. And it's a really great segue to our second tool, where you're going to create another list. Just kidding. This is really just a list building exercise. No, just kidding. So our second tool, and this is something that Kimi and I have been doing regularly for a few months now, but it's during this season can be extra magical, extra expansive, extra transformational, and that is gratitude. The reason why we love gratitude in this season so much is, this is really a kind of a gift giving season. And there is something strange about this whole thing because, gift giving is something that you want to do from the heart and it's something you do to make people happy. And yet there's so much obligation that's surrounded this aspect of the holidays lately. I have this list of people that I have to remember to get presents for. And you get a gift from someone and you're like, shoot, I didn't get something from them. I have to go day after Christmas. I'm going to go buy them something and drop it off. Right. And there's all these things. So what we would love to encourage you to do is to just sit in gratitude for a little bit. Get a gift and be super grateful for it. Give a gift and be super grateful for it. Have an experience that has nothing to do with gifts and be super grateful for it. Be grateful for the challenges. Be grateful for your family. Find gratitude wherever you go, because not only will that help to shift you from a little bit of overwhelm and stress and kind of that December craziness, but it'll also help you to shift the way you feel in the middle of it all, right? We can't help it. Sometimes we end up going to a party that we didn't really want to go to, or we end up in a situation that's a little bit more stressful for whatever reason. Gratitude is a great tool to shift your mindset.
Love that. And I think too, I love what you said about how it can feel, we feel almost obligated to give oftentimes, and it can kind of suck some of the joy out of that experience. And I think that this is a whole another conversation for sure, but we can remember what the meaning is behind gratitude during this season. And it's really simply just expressing the love that you have within you. And that doesn't have to be with some big, great, huge gift or something, checking everybody off your list and making sure. It can be simply a text that you're thinking about somebody. It can be simply a phone call, and really going back to the simplicity of gift giving, of expressing gratitude. It can be a letter. I love hearing that. I've heard of some people, in their thinking about giving at this time of year, they give the gift of a letter to somebody and just share what the impact is that person has had on their lives. And what a meaningful, special, huge, powerful thing to do that doesn't take, any money, first of all. And it's really getting that gratitude out of your heart and into the heart of somebody that can, truly appreciate it and receive it. And I think it's That's really what this is all about. And it's elfy and magical and fun to give, right? To like be a little magical elf. So this is kind of back to being that, really channeling that inner buddy, and think about how you can surprise and delight the people in your lives with a little bit of love and gratitude and happy gift giving. And right?
I like that a lot, because I think at this point in life, many of us don't actually, we don't need more things, quite frankly. And when I'm thinking about gifting things for people and the holidays, of course, the first thing we think is like, well, do we have to go to the mall, or like, should I go on Amazon? Like, what should I get? Not the mall. No, not the mall. But there's this whole kind of movement towards experiential gift giving, and beyond that, just kind of, as Kimi said, giving of yourself, right? And it's that like, hey, I just want you to know I'm thinking about you. How much more meaningful is that than stressing out about buying a gift and wrapping it? And yes, there's that has meaning too, for sure. And it's always fun. Gift giving is always really fun. And sometimes the gifts are really useful and you use them all the time. But if you're struggling, and this is kind of a life tip, right? Like, if something is really challenging and it's really sticky, there's probably another way. So if you're looking for the perfect gift for this person and you just can't find it, try to change the way that you're thinking about it, right? Could this person enjoy a couple of tickets to the movies? Could they enjoy going to get their nails done, or getting a massage, or a day with you? Like, take them to lunch, right? Like that. There are so many alternatives to a physical gift. And sometimes in the heat of the moment, we forget that.
Absolutely. So this is, I think what we're saying here is your challenge is really both. We'll give you both. We'll give you an internal challenge and then more of an external challenge. So internal challenge, we recommend that we encourage all of you to join the Grateful Unicorn group that we've been a part of if you feel inspired to do that. This is where we've been practicing gratitude, and we just love the creator, Shannon, Algeo. You remember our episode that we did with him where he talked about his Grateful Unicorn gratitude group, and we're big fans of just a daily gratitude practice, and this is a really special time of year where you can start, continue, or just deepen your practice a little bit. Especially then we can start feeling grateful for some of the stressors in the holiday season too, and dig a little bit deeper in our internal practice. And you can find that at bit.ly/grateful unicorn. And then the second thing would be to just do something elfy for someone else, and look for a way that you can surprise and delight somebody in your life. Something special, maybe something you've never done before.
Totally. Well, it's so funny. I am looking at our tools, and like, is it too late to backpedal? Because the next sentence, it's so funny. The next sentence is, so our next tool is presence. And the sentence reads, it's not about presents, it's about presence.
Perfect. It's a perfect segue.
We just talked all about giving presents. But yes, I know you guys can't see what we're reading right now, and you're like, I don't get it. It's the same word. But it's not, because it's about your presence with a C-E, E-N-C-E at the end. And, this is something that we are always talking about. We're always sharing about. We are encouraging people to be present in the moment. Fear does not exist in the presence, only love, and all these things. And we find that in December and around the holidays, presence just really falls out the window. It's like, doesn't even exist, right? And it's, we're thinking about all the things. We have a lot going on. December is just a naturally really full month. And when our schedules get busier, when we have more things that we need to remember to do, sometimes we aren't as present naturally. So first of all, if this is you, don't sit there and be like, oh God, I'm doing it all wrong. I'm a terrible person. No, you're fine. Take a deep breath. You're all good. It's just a mindset shift, right? If you need to, write it on a little Post-it note and stick it in your car, or put it on your fridge or your mirror. Like, just remind yourself to stay present, because that's when we really are able to enjoy the moment and enjoy the people around us and sit in gratitude and create magic. Like presence is what kind of is bringing this all to the surface, and it can only happen if you're aware of it and you're consciously enjoying and just being where you are.
Totally. And presence is it's exactly the way that we really let the memories and the feelings of this time of year just sort of really sink into our soul, right? We can truly experience them, and we remember things so much more when we are present. And I think that, this time of year is so, we always look forward to it, right? It's like, okay, the holiday. Well, hopefully we look forward to it, especially if you're listening to this and using our tools. But it's a time of year where like, oh, the holidays, we have, these nostalgic memories surrounding it. And just remember that the more present you are, the deeper you feel those things. And when we're running around trying to get from here to there and feeling kind of frantic and just, and we're not feeling really present, then we tend to miss out on connecting with people. It's our experiences aren't as deep, if you will. So presence is really a really great way to remember each year and remember each moment from year to year. So presence.
Think about when kids play. They're so present and they're just having so much fun. Nothing else matters. Like literally the minute that before when they skin their knee, that doesn't even matter. Right? Like, and I always think about people in the new year, you see all these Facebook posts about like, oh, 2017, like good riddance, bye Felicia. Like, let's hope this year is better. And yes, like we have challenges, but you can't just wrap one year up into like one big epic fail year after year. And the best way to not let that happen anymore is to just be present no matter what. Like, yes, we all have challenges. I can guarantee you this year had both amazing, wonderful, magical things for you and also really, really, really dark times, right? Like it's just a year is a long time and a lot of things happen in a year, but it's also very short. And for us to not be present is we are shortchanging ourselves. So yes, this is for December and for the holidays, but truly this is just something to remember all year round.
Absolutely. So a really great way to help you to be present is our little challenge that we have for you associated with presence. And that is to limit your tech. And, especially, this is a great tip all the time. We always are recommending to people that, you set some good boundaries around your technology. You put your phone on do not disturb in the beginning of the day, at the end of the day. Certainly when you're connecting with others, it's a really good time to just put your phone away and be present in the moment. And there's no better time than right now to really practice this. And especially during meals. The holiday season is a time where we end up spending a lot more time typically with other people. And it's a great opportunity to just really be present and connect with people by not having our face in a phone all the time. Oh my gosh, that's like the same voice I use with my daughter. But right, it's like, I feel like we're all like teenagers now, just like with our faces in our phones all day long. And we're missing out on life, guys. And I'm telling myself as much as I'm saying this to the world. And it takes so much mindfulness in this day and age. And it takes actually reminding ourselves and setting the intention. I'm going to be more present. I'm going to be more present because the world is set up to distract us. Technology is set up to distract us. It's there to suck us back in. It's there to those notifications, which will be going crazy all holiday season, are there to pull you back in. And it's difficult too because, we want to capture the holidays on our phone, but that can often be, then, okay, well, we're taking a picture, but then we end up on Instagram. And then we end up on our email. So just bringing some mindfulness around this can really help us. And here's something really daring. You could even turn off notifications for the holiday season so that you're choosing when you opt in, because I guarantee you're going to opt in when you want to opt in. You're not going to forget that you have email. You're not going to forget that you have Instagram. So if you simply turn off the notifications, then you get to be in control. You get to decide when you opt in, when you check in, and not have your tech tell you what to do. don't let your tech be your boss.
Absolutely. It's just like a side note too, as productivity coaches, it's our responsibility really to give you guys the tools to be super efficient with your time and your energy, right? So how do you be the least efficient with your time and energy? Well, you split it between a bunch of different things, right? You're sitting with somebody that you enjoy their company and you care about, and yet you're giving them less than all of you. Or maybe you get all of you for a few seconds, then your phone gets a few seconds, and then they get in. It's like that toggle, right? And that is like the multitasking is the least efficient way to function, right? So if you're like, well, I don't want to leave things unresponded to, that doesn't feel good to me, know that we're not telling you to not respond. We are simply suggesting that you can almost time block, like very casually almost schedule this out, right? Like I'm going to a Christmas party or I'm going to a lunch and I'm going to put my phone away on silent or turn it off or whatever and put it in my bag, and I'm not going to look at it until I'm back in my car, in the parking lot, or at home, whatever. And you can kind of batch things and bulk respond, right? So if you get a billion text messages while you're at lunch, then it'll actually take you less time to be present with the people at your lunch and then respond to all the messages at once after and in these chunks of time, right? So from a very like tangible productivity standpoint, this is actually a really efficient way to function, not just in December, but again, all year round. Same with your emails, same with your social media. And as Kimi said, our tech and our notifications are designed to immediately notify you and pull you back in the moment things happen. But is it really that urgent or important when somebody posts to your Facebook wall or sends you a message, right? It usually isn't. And if it is, they'll call you. And that's the one thing that you can leave on your phone. You can let people make a phone call to you, right? If there's an emergency, they will call.
Boom. Love it.
Boom.
Okay. Our final tool for you. Oh, I love this one. I love them all, but this one is clarity. And this is so huge as we move into a brand spanking new year. Can you believe it? 2018 is on the horizon. Oh my goodness. It's so crazy to me. And this is a time of year where we kind of start reflecting, as Pua was saying, on 2017. We start thinking about, what kind of year it was and what kind of year we want this next year to be. And you guys know us by now. We're not really down with the whole New Year's resolutions thing. We love the idea of creating a big vision for yourself and revisiting this vision, periodically throughout the year, and supplementing that with weekly planning where you're checking into this really clear vision about yourself and your life and what you want, and allowing that to be a really flexible, fun process. And if you need any support with this, definitely join our Facebook free Facebook group, BLE Tribe. We talk about this a lot in there. We have lots of resources for you, past episodes, or just email us. We'd love to hear from you. You can always reach us at aloha@bestlifeever.buzz. But I'm throwing all these things out there for you because this is so important to us. We really, truly believe in the power of clarity, and knowing that the clearer you are about what you want, the easier it is to get there, and the more fun and more joyous. And it's what we're all about at Best Life Ever. At Best Life Ever, we're about living a life by design, by clarity, clear design, not by default. And so take some time and just think about, what do you want? What a beautiful question. Get clear. What do you want for this holiday season? What are the feelings that you want to feel? And what are the feelings you want to feel in your life in 2018 and beyond?
For sure. Yeah, the reason why we don't like New Year's resolutions, like at all, is because they end up kind of setting you up for failure rather than success. And what we mean by that is on January 1st, you are expected to recite something that you're working on for an entire year, 12 months, 52 weeks, 365 days, and you have to decide on it right then and then work on it for the entire year. And as soon as you stop or as soon as you don't do something that achieves this aspiration, you've failed your New Year's resolution. And that is no way to live, right? So instead of a resolution, and the New Year's resolutions they're not all bad, right? Like the fact that it's a resolution, like that's something cool. We love that you have something that you're working towards. But the way that we do it in this society today is really messed up. So as Kimi said, it's so much more powerful to set an intention, right? What energy are you bringing into this new year? And what seeds will you plant? We love that. We love taking all of January to brainstorm and decide what seeds you're going to plant, what inspires you, and what will give you the drive and the excitement to carry out some big vision for the next few months. And then do it again in a few months, and then do it again in a few months. You don't want to take a whole year to accomplish a goal, right? That's crazy. You want to continue to move forward, continue to let this process grow and evolve and shift and transform. And so for us, we do big visioning all the time. We, every 3 months or so is kind of the trajectory that we follow for our business and our personal planning. But you can literally do a big vision every week, every day if you want to. And then as you go about your life and as you go about the year, check in with that big vision. How have you moved forward, moved towards it? How has it changed, right? And that is so much more expansive, and you get a lot more progress personally, professionally, wherever, when you think about things in that sense. At least we think so.
Yes, love it. Okay, why don't we go through all of these again, and we'll just do a little recap and share with you again the little challenge that's attached with each of these tools, and then we'll send you on your merry little way. Okay, so just to recap, the first tool was magic, right? Bringing magic back to the holiday season, and your challenge was to create a holiday joy list. Next was gratitude, and that is you can join the bit.ly.gratefulunicorn gratitude group. You could also do something elfy and magical and wonderful and kind for somebody else or many people, however you feel inspired to share your gratitude. And then next we have presence, and that's all about being present. And your challenge there is to limit your exposure to technology or social media, maybe turn it away, put away your phone during meals, conversation, at least set some tech boundaries for yourself. And then finally we have clarity, and that is really just taking these next few weeks, however long you feel inspired to really joyfully create your intention for your big vision and for the year ahead without the pressure of, oh my God, I have to figure it out by January 1st and I have to have a list of things that I'm going to do every single day or else I'm a failure. Ew, we don't want that for you.
Nope.
All right.
Not at all.
Yay.
Awesome,
Exciting.
guys. Well, we are so grateful for you guys. You guys bring magic to our lives. We just want you to know. And we would love for you guys to jump on and share with us what you're up to. We have a few places that you can do that, but our favorite place to hang out these days is our tribe on Facebook. And this is just a really great group full of amazing people. We share stories, we share what we're up to, and unlike other groups on Facebook, we literally have no rules yet. Yes. We're going to wait until we have a really strong need for some rules to put them out there, but we like that it's just a free open space for you to come and ask questions, and quite honestly, you're welcome to promote yourself. We love that. We want to support you in any way that we can. So jump on. A quick link to get there is another bit.ly. It's bit.ly BLE Tribe. You can also search for it on Facebook and then request to join. There's a couple of questions, nothing crazy. But yeah, jump over, say hi. We also welcome iTunes reviews always. It helps us to organically grow our podcast and reach new listeners. And we would just also love to get feedback. And yeah.
All right. Love it. Well, we wish you guys such a merry holiday season, and you can think about some of these things as you head into your week and you do your weekly planning. And as Pua said, we look forward to seeing you in the tribe and all the places. And yeah, we love you guys. We'll talk to you next week.
Mwah!